Hey y'all, I'm here in my office and I am getting ready for a call, and I'm just kind of setting up my background to make sure that everything is right. No, I'm not going to be on this call in a hoodie. All right, let's just be straight. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. And I have had quite the day already. My call is just in a few minutes, so this video won't be long. I've had quite the day already, and I think it's because I haven't really been able to focus the way I would like to focus. And I'm not doing a heavy makeup look for this call. It's very simple. I'm just gonna make sure my hands aren't ashy, and I put on some lip gloss. That's it. I haven't been able to focus today, and that has been kind of driving me crazy because it means I'm not getting things done in the timing that I need to get it done, and I'm kind of dragging and lagging. Have you ever felt that way before? Because for me, I know specifically it has to do with the fact that I'm coming down with something. I don't know what it is, but I feel the scratchies and I'm not happy about it. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just going to be here and try to manage it the best I can. I just realized I'm not wearing a mic. Sorry, y'all. Maybe I should put it on. Hold on. I have a mic right here. I don't really like this mic at all. You know what? I'm not going to fool with this because this one, I never know if it's working. I don't like this mic. I'm not even going to link it because I'm just not a fan. Just the sound quality is not great. But anyway, I got to get ready for this meeting. And all I'm doing is I get this question a lot of, Shauna, what do you do for work? So I'm not going to give the whole long story. But here's the thing. I am a management consultant by trade, by training. I've been in management consulting for, 15 years. I've worked for Big Four consulting firms and the whole bit. But now in Charleston, I work independently because Charleston is not the kind of market for Big Four management consulting. And I did not move here for my job. We moved here for my husband's job with the thought and mindset that I would find something because I've never not been able to find consulting work. If you want the whole story behind that, because it's very loaded, comment down below and I'll do a special video just for you. Nevertheless, I'm in management consulting. At this stage in my career, I am not kind of going out, and when you work independently, you understand what this means. I can see my hot glue gun. I need to move that before this call. Anyway, I'm not interested in going out and finding contracts. The way our life is set up for my family, my husband has a very, very demanding job, which means that I am the primary, not primary parent, I'm the default parent. That's what it is. So anytime anything has to happen with the kids, I'm by default the person who needs to get it done, which means that I don't have nearly as much time to focus on my career as I would like to. But then again, we're at a stage in our life and a season in our life where that is it just is what it is. So my job, my career is it's moved from being full-time primary breadwinner to him being the primary breadwinner and me being part-time and dedicating the rest of my time to my kids. So whether it's, going to gymnastics practice or, I don't know, whatever the case is with these kids. Like I said, I haven't been able to focus. My brain fog is on 20 today. I've been having hot flashes out the wazoo like crazy. It's been driving me crazy. Why is there a Tostitos bag right there? Bro. I know why. Because I was up here drying my hair and I had a snack. I can't have that in my video. Sorry. It's actually a bag of trash. There are no Tostitos in it. It's trash. I just forgot that it was up here, and I don't keep food in places where food doesn't belong. So you're not going to find me with food like in the bedrooms and things like that. You're just not. I'm not going to worry about this craziness right here. Anyway, I've been having hot flashes. It's just been a mess. And in fact, so it's about 40 degrees here in Charleston right now. Well, 45. I'm driving my daughter to the bus stop and I'm having a hot flash. So here I am ripping off my sweatshirt and things, rolling the window all the way down. I'm telling my age by rolling the window. We haven't rolled the windows like this since the early 80s. Rolling the window down, hanging my head out the window, 40-degree weather, because I'm hot. I'm hot. So then I had to talk with my daughter of, I know you weren't expecting this, but we're going to talk about menopause right now. Let me help you understand and explain what's going on with mama, because you're going to have to go through it at some point, and you may not remember this. You're 13 now. You may not remember this when you turn 40, but at the very least, you'll remember that your mother tried to tell you something that you forgot. At least the seed has been planted. So I, was trying to explain to her, this is what happens to your body. This is why mama is hanging her head out the window and it's 40 degrees outside. Like, I've lost my mind. But in all honesty, I'm going to be calling my doctor after this 10 o'clock call that I have, because I've been having hot flashes like crazy. I'm at the end of my cycle, which just ended. I don't know what the hormonal shift is, but I am not a fan. I am not a fan, and I am hot. I'm actually about to open this window right now, and it's not good. And with me constantly, like every night, I walk outside onto the porch with short sleeves on because I'm hot, and up and down and up and down and up and down. I feel like I'm now catching something, and that's not good. So I need to call my doctor and figure out what is it that I need to do to get rid of these hot flashes. I know black cohosh is apparently a tried and true remedy. I'm very self-conscious about the remedies. I need this to help me with my call today, because I like to write notes while I talk to people. I know black cohosh is a remedy. I have some black cohosh. My cousin lovingly sent it to me because she's older than I am and she understands the struggle. I have not taken it yet. And I haven't taken it yet because we're a medical family, my husband has very specific feelings and thoughts about supplements. And I tend to believe him because I've never not had a reason to believe him, and he's always spoken the truth. So when it comes to supplements, one, and actually I believe this based on my own research as well, you never know what's in the pill. You never know if it says, 5% vitamin C or whatever, you don't actually know if it's really 5% vitamin C. And in fact, the amount can vary based on the manufacturer. So that's one thing. So you don't really know what you're getting. Number two, whatever your body doesn't need, it's really just going to flush it out of your system anyway. So if your body has all the vitamin C that it needs from your daily food intake, taking a vitamin C pill on top of that is not, or supplements on top of that is not going to help you. It's just going to flush out of your system. So I'm basically, disposing of the pill as soon as it comes into my body. And the other thing is, some supplements can have negative interactions with existing medication, or just your body may not agree with it. And we know people who've had strokes behind supplements interacting with their existing medications in a way that was not favorable. So I'm highly cautious about taking anything. And I always research it and go, take my doctors through the wazoo of what is this you want me to take and why and how and what are the side effects. Like, I'm always asking all the questions because I don't want the craziness. So, I'm going to call my doctor and I'm going to talk to her and ask her about black cohosh. Will that be a solution for me? Because I can't go ripping my clothes off every single time I have a hot flash. It's just not professional, honey. It's just not. So in any case, that's kind of where I am. So I'm not doing a lot of makeup for this. I feel like my skin is doing what skin should do. I have good lighting here, which is great. I actually like this light a lot. So I might get another one. So I have one upstairs and one downstairs. So I'm not constantly going back and forth, up and down to get my light. And yeah, I think I'm just going to put some lip gloss on so my lips look like they're hydrated. Even though I did put on moisturizer this morning, my lips always look dry. They just do. I don't know why. But the one thing I like about having glasses is that it obscures a lot of things. I feel like, and this is just MAC lip gloss. It's nothing special. The clear lip gloss. I feel like glasses hide a lot of sins. So for me at least, I think I look like I've tried when I have my glasses on versus when I don't have my glasses on. See, if I weren't wearing my glasses right now, I would put on some makeup. But since I am, I'm not going to worry about it. And I got to do my hair too. So this is me. So I'm obviously in gym attire because the plan that did not happen was I was going to drop the kids off, get them squared away, run to Orange Theory, do a class from 7:45 to 8:45, and then come home and then get myself cleaned up and ready for this call at 10 o'clock. That is not how it went down because I'm very distracted right now and haven't been able to really kind of put one foot in front of the other. So I'm still dressed for the gym. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Orange Theory at 12, hit their 12 o'clock class. The call that I have is from 10 until 11. So I have time to do that because I don't have anything at right after. The only thing is I did miss something today. It was something that I had arranged over email with a different client for my second client. That, never mind, I can't tell you the story, it's going to be too confusing. But the agreement that I made, I never got an actual calendar invite for it, so it never made it from my inbox to my calendar, which meant that I completely forgot that it was happening. Because if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist. I know plenty of y'all work like that too. So I did miss that earlier today. Not excited about that, but you know, it is what it is. Life is lifing. So in the meantime, I am about the business of pulling myself together and kind of getting myself ready for this call. So like I said, I'm not putting on makeup for this, except for lip gloss, which I just did. So I look, at the very least, you know, if you're not going to wear makeup, that's totally 100% fine. Makeup is not for everybody. Either you're not interested, don't like it, you have sensitive skin, or don't have the time, or you don't have to know how to do makeup, which is fine. At least be hydrated, at the very least. That's just kind of bargain basement minimum. So all I'm going to do for this call is I have a button-down shirt here, which this is actually a men's shirt. I saw it at not a consignment store, at a resale shop, and I love it. I love this shirt. I wish I had gotten a necklace, but I'm not running downstairs. So I'm going to put this shirt on. I'm going to tuck my hair behind this ear. I have that little earring on. And this is me getting ready for a work call. I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you too, right? And I always keep something like this, or a cardigan or something in my office for this very reason. So that if I'm up here and I don't have time to run downstairs and, you know, get dressed or change my clothes or whatever, I can just quickly, you know, morph into professionalism. Although I'm not liking how this collar is not exactly behaving. That works. I really wish I had a necklace. I really do. That would be much better. It would look like I actually tried. Do I have a necklace up here? I don't. So we're just going to go with what we got. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And this is fine. I mean, it's a button-down shirt. You don't get more professional than that. So in any case, I know I'm all over the place. By the way, if you're new here, hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I was talking about what I do for a living, and the short of it is I work part-time. And I've been part-time for the past 2 or 3 years, I think, at this point. Yeah. And I like it. It's fine. It's totally fine because I still want to keep my toe in the game. I don't want to go completely stay-at-home mom because I want my skills to stay fresh and my skills to stay relevant. And it's not to say that you can't accomplish that without working part-time. This is just how I choose to do it. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. So aside from this today, oh my gosh, I'm turning on my Zoom right now. And I did all that work to clear out it wasn't that much, to clear out my glue gun and everything. And I forgot I blurred my background. But you know what? I'm going to get my background back to where it needs to be because I actually like my background. There we go. That's perfect. I wish I could show you my background. It actually shows kind of like just from here over to the window. So it's nice. I like this painting here. I got it from Home Goods. I think year before last or last year. I just needed something pretty in the background. And I used to have like a big, faux flower arrangement, but I was over the faux flowers. I wasn't here for it. So it had to go. Anyway, I'm going to get off of this video right now because I need to get on my call because it starts in exactly 6 minutes. I need to open it up. I'm doing, for this project, it is a community health needs assessment for a healthcare organization. And I am doing a lot of interviewing because when you got to figure out community health needs, you got to talk to a lot of people in the community to find out what is it that y'all need. Or where do the needs exist? And so that the organization itself that's requesting the CHNA can go about the business of allocating resources in order to meet those needs. That, in essence, is what I'm doing. So this is one of many interviews that I'm doing, in addition to about 8 different focus groups. All of it is over Zoom, which is great. But that's kind of where I'm spending my time right now. So I am going to bid you adieu. Thank you for joining and stopping in. Please, by all means, hit that like button and share this. Hopefully this is your new food and lifestyle space. I am going to continue to do food and lifestyle. That's the plan. In terms of food, I'm currently baking some sweet potatoes downstairs right now in the kitchen because I am making sweet potato pies because my brother requested sweet potato pie. So I'm going to make that and ship that over to him early next week. I'll basically bake it, cool it down, put it in the freezer, make sure it's really, really nice and frozen, and then, put it in a box and ship it to him. He just lives one state over in Georgia, so it's not like it's going cross country. It'll be fine. It'll probably still be frozen by the time it gets to him, but I want to make sure to do that early next week. Or sorry, put it in the mail early next week because I don't want it sitting in some holding facility over the weekend and then possibly, actually going bad. So in any case, I'm going to go. And I thank you for being part of this call. And sorry, this is a call. Y'all are a video. Y'all are a video. Y'all pray for me. I'm just glad that I have my notes here so that I can stay on track with everything I'm supposed to say on this interview, because otherwise I would be a hot mess. And in fact, where's my caffeine? Here it is. Take a few sips and then I'm going to go. All right. I got to unmute. Bye, y'all.